Welcome, everyone. We have a Group A matchup for you here. It's going to be King David taking on Painted Lemon. I think this will be a real fun one as both these players have done fairly well in Group A. It's going to be, looks like picking up actually midway through the match. Maybe the first part of the recording didn't take. So just to catch up here, it looks like King David is at plus speed and plus acquisition. At 3 capsules remaining, Painted Lemon over here looks like he's using a regenerate to get back some aura. And we'll go ahead and kick this off and get underway. Finish off Palace here. Railgun, plus 6 speed. Okay, so now we have a little bit more idea of what David is at. And he has the Railgun, possibly other bravery moves. We do see the Cluster Bomb. Lemon doesn't have a shield in a tough spot. David may have the Excalibur, too. Might have the full setup here at this point. King David's arsenal seemed to be very much setup based. Oh, the last edge of that Excalibur. The feathers connecting with Lemon there. Brings him back down to 2 health. Disrupt, not going to connect. David just keeping his distance as he wants to with that plus 6 speed. Is going to counter now with the Excalibur. And that'll be game 1 to King David. It's very setup based, whereas a lot of other people tend to play like I have this skill, and then once that one's erased, I can use another skill. We see King David's arsenals be much more about wanting to reach a certain threshold after using 90% of his arsenal, whether that be getting all the way up to plus 9 damage or having bravery skills and plus 6 speed. So we do see him take game 1 with the setup. He reaches the setup. It's vulnerable to forms of popping, but we haven't really seen anyone in Group A take advantage of that. At least not that I recall. See Affin here trying to finish off and get the self-execute. $3R and $4R respectively for David and Lemon. Neither one seems to be off to a terrible start. We see David sitting on a lot of greens, though. And it is possible he's running that plus 9 damage arsenal once again, so the aura may be a trouble for him as he hasn't reached that 4 aura threshold yet in order to use heats. Dance of Moths from Lemon. Switching it up, not playing just the Kai arsenal anymore. Will connect onto David and get him some early damage down while David continues to try and figure out what to do. Again, not at a huge aura deficit, but he clearly needs more than 3, and he's not getting it, which is the problem for him right now. Two greens in hand. There we go. He overwrites a green, so he already overwrote 2 greens, I do believe. 1 heat goes down. Unwilling to overwrite the attack and defense that he had. Not 100% sure where Lemon is. Affin, my recommendation in your recordings, I'm not sure how much control you have with this, but the more you can switch back and forth between these guys here and there to let us see what they're both doing is always good. I'm not sure how easy that is with the team viewer, though. As we see David continue to dig through the arsenal here. That green aura, we already seen. There goes a Scream of Evil, but it's only at plus 1. Doesn't connect onto Painted Lemon either. King David now isolating himself from his own base. Will block the Vampire Bat. Doesn't lose the shield either. Lemon jumping those Scream of Evils nicely. Crawler's thrown out. Oh, and that just barely doesn't go around the corner. David going to be running away from that one as well. Gets onto the staircase in time, but he does not want to be anywhere near that. Has to glacial wall that last Crawler's there. Turn up our sound a little. Oh, that looks like it was a turbulence. Lemon moving back in with the crawlers now. +3 damage for David. And he's going to eat that crawlers. Does not manage to throw it into the wall. Rebirth now. Manages to stay away from the vacuum slash. Is going to eat another crawlers. Going to be wanting to see if he's got the lingering flame, the agonies of death. He's got 2 greens in hand. Throws out 1 scream of evil, and now the lingering flame. I mean, he could effectively just hang in the air and not have to worry about crawlers. Bit of an interesting standoff here. He's getting the damage down. Next crawlers that hits. That does hit. It's going to put him in big trouble. Because Lemon can afford these traits. King David cannot. Trying now to hit with that lingering flame. Oh, the reincarnation will connect. King David playing a roller, but not effectively rolling attacks in that match. Really came to bite him. And so the reincarnation will finish. That'll tie us up 1-1. Painted Lemon. Able to keep getting the damage down. Looks like King David also suffering from a bad aura start. Was just unable to really get that mega damage that he likes to get out of that arsenal. Forced to use the rebirth, and then he couldn't use his last 2 greens either. See a green in hand. David, a big fan of the big stats. Has yet to use it, though. Thor's hammer could have been dodged, but isn't. Could have been dodged or blocked. There's no shield in the game that David couldn't have used right there. Doe's thrown out. Isn't going to connect. Relearns. Does manage to finally roll out of the way of an attack there. Dodges the vacuum slash. Has that Doze in hand now that he relearned it, but he's going to pick up an attack while he's at it. Wanting to move back in now. Turbulence. And it looks like Impact Burst will connect. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it, but it does hit onto Lemon. Going to lose the Doze and whatever his other yellow was. Has another green in hand, another red. Misses his jump up onto the truck. Gonna get it this time, and crawlers from Lemon. Doe's not gonna do much point blank. He's got to stay away from the crawlers. Either he didn't notice it or just didn't respect it. Doesn't block and doesn't try to dodge it either. Erase shell there? Yep, that was an erase shell. Finally getting rid of the crawlers. David having struggled with that all series long. 2 speed ups now. Gonna make him real squirrely. Tough to catch, tough to pin down. Demon's Wing out of Lemon. And the unsuspecting King David recalls right in front of him. And there goes a Vampire Bat. And that'll catch David in the air. And he catches another Ice Sword. Painted Lemon doing a great job of sticking to the +4 speed of David, who also, due to the speed, falls off the map. He's down to 1 health. Painted Lemon using that Demon's Wing fantastically. Impact Burst doesn't connect, but just like Highway, the Reincarnation finishes, and Painted Lemon's going to take a 2-0 lead in the series. Game 3 on Refinery. Or is this Game 4? See, Palace, Highway, City. Okay, yes, Game 4. 2-1 lead for Lemon. It is match point. David having won Palace. Both players with fairly good aura starts. Affin with a good quick suicide this time. We should be able to see the action here shortly. David uses a level amp. He's got 4 attacks in hand right now. Laser is going to start putting some pressure down onto Painted Lemon. He takes 6 damage already from these lasers. Got a very nice angle there. He's got 2 shields, but still not using them. And he's down to 10. King David's just destroying with the lasers. Looks like Meteor comes in. Was that Mini Meteor? Mini Meteor connects as well. And the lasers and the damage, it looks like he actually made him fall off once again. Lemon is 1 hit away from taking this to Game 5. There's an Agonies of Death. Either optical camo or another Agonies is going to miss. Lingering Flame comes out. David got to be careful. Mini Meteor comes out, but David takes a tumble. He's down to 9 health. Lemon on his way to making a comeback. But that laser... Fortress not able to continue blocking, and that'll be King David taking us to a Game 5 with a lightning fast start that Lemon just couldn't handle. Man, this is getting good. We have not had many Game 5s, but this one will go to it. David looks like he might be using the same arsenal as on Palace, is at the +4 speed. +4 acquisition now, too. Lemon sitting at 3 aura and a full hand. Can't feel good right now. King David looks like his arsenal's putting him right where he wants to be. Has a yellow in hand. That could be his bravery. Lemon is in there using the hyper kick. Looks like he's back to his Kai ways. There goes the bravery decision. That was an interesting animation out of the monster character using bravery too. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Well, kind of... Excuse me, but I do want to go back. I actually want to see that. Let's do that again. It kind of does like a hand over his chest. Oh, well, I guess I didn't go back far enough. So we'll just repeat the last 10-second clip. My time guessing skills not sufficient to get us back to the moment of bravery decision. But however, he is down to bravery. He is at +6 acquisition. He has the railgun. Things are looking bad for Lemon, who's going to throw out a Dance of Death. Excalibur doesn't connect, neither does the dance, but the hyper kick does get the first bit of damage down. Oh my goodness, the Excalibur is just brutal to counter the hyper kick. The plus speed making him very hard to keep up with. Looks like Ironskin will take the Excalibur. We'll have to see if David has another. Cluster Bomb coming out. He's got 3 attacks in hand. Railgun thrown out, but Lemon in the air is going to be just fine. Throwing out some of these +6 cluster bombs. And the railgun. Going up in the lift might be good. He could try and drop some cluster bombs onto Lemon's base. Oh, he's gotten himself the regenerate. He's going to probably get back his full health bar before David can get over and get an angle to do something about that. Looks like he decides to end it early. Gets himself back up to 16, though. That was 4 or 5 health he was able to get out of that. And then the digestion will put him at full. Another Excalibur. Ooh, Pursuit goes along with it. Looks like he's got the hyper kick and pursuit. So the dance does 5, and then the pursuit does 3, putting King David at 10 health. He's down to 3 capsules. He's reached, final form. This is where he wants to be. David moving through his arsenal quickly. 9 aura, +6, +6 on the speed and on the accuracy. Looking to get these cluster bombs down. It is a very scary monster that Painted Lemon has to face. Cluster bombs dropping down from above. Excalibur not used to catch Lemon whenever he jumps up. David out of position. Dance to Death also doesn't connect. Nerves possibly getting to both players here as this comes down to the wire. Oh, there goes the +6 cluster bomb, dropping right on Lemon as he attempts to go up the lift. As does another. King David defending this pole here, this ledge, with awful accuracy. And I mean that in a positive way for David. Just dropping these horrible cluster bombs at +6 accuracy on the shieldless Painted Lemon, who really can't do anything more at this point than hide and try and get back to his base eventually, see if he can find an answer to it. We know he tends to bring the lax in this arsenal. If he can get a hold of a lack and manage to hit David with, he gets hit in midair, and he's going to take 2 fall damage, unable to find the answers, unable to get the lax, and King David with the ledge tactic is able to take down Painted Lemon in an exciting 5-game series, 3-2 to King David.